The scary part about what happened in that 49ers-Bears game isn't that San Francisco almost let it slip. It's that they didn't need to be perfect to dominate, and that's what should terrify the rest of the league. Because when a team can score 42 points, survive giving up 38, lose key players, play sloppy defense, still dictate the tempo, and still walk off the field in control, that tells you something much deeper is happening. This wasn't a shootout by accident. This was chaos on purpose. And Brock Purdy stood right in the middle of it, looking completely unbothered. That's the part people aren't ready to admit yet. Everyone keeps waiting for the moment where the fairy tale ends, where the system quarterback label finally catches up to him, but instead, every week, the pressure goes up and he just keeps answering it. And when Rex Ryan says this version of Brock Purdy can win a Super Bowl, that's not hype, that's a warning. Because this wasn't some clean, controlled performance. This was messy, violent, fast, unpredictable football, and Purdy didn't flinch. That's the difference. Anyone can look good when everything is perfect. It's when the game turns into chaos that you find out who's real. And this game was chaos from the opening snap. From the moment the ball was kicked, it was clear this wasn't going to be a normal Sunday. 15 seconds in, the Bears are in the end zone on a defensive touchdown. 15 seconds. Most teams would panic. Most quarterbacks would need a reset. Instead, Purdy comes right back, missing key weapons, and calmly dices up a defense that had no idea what was coming. No George Kittle. No problem. Receivers running free. Explosive plays everywhere. And it kept escalating. Touchdown after touchdown. No defense, no mercy. Just momentum swinging like a wrecking ball. 90 total points. Over 900 yards of offense. That's not a football game, that's a stress test, and San Francisco passed it while daring Chicago to keep up. And the scary part is how comfortable Purdy looked doing it. Running when he needed to, throwing when it mattered, taking hits, improvising, staying composed. This wasn't game manager behavior. This was command. This was confidence. This was a quarterback who understands not just the playbook, but the moment. The kind of quarterback who can lose his tight end, lose protection, lose rhythm, and still keep attacking. You could see it in the way the offense moved. You could hear it in the way the defense reacted. This wasn't survival. This was control disguised as chaos. And that's where the conversation really turns. Because the narrative around Brock Purdy has always been conditional. He's good if everything around him is perfect. He's good if the scheme works. He's good if the weapons are healthy. But this game shredded that argument. No George Kittle, offensive line injuries, defensive injuries, a track meet instead of a grinded-out win. And still, Purdy delivered. Still, the offense exploded. Still, the 49ers walked away 12-4 with a shot at the 1 seed. Rex Ryan said it straight. This team can win the Super Bowl. And not in theory, not on paper, right now. Because the formula is clear. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball, they can survive shootouts, they can win ugly. And when you add Christian McCaffrey doing everything from running through contact to catching passes like a wideout, this offense becomes a nightmare to prepare for. You don't get to take anything away. You can't key on one guy. You can't sit in coverage. You can't blitz freely. You're guessing every snap, and guessing gets you killed at this level. But this wasn't just about San Francisco looking good. It was about the league watching them rise at exactly the wrong time. Because while other contenders are stumbling, questioning themselves, or dealing with injuries that change their identity, the 49ers are embracing the chaos. Even losing Trent Williams didn't derail them. Even with questions about health, they kept attacking. That's not coincidence. That's culture. And then there's the bigger picture. This win wasn't just another notch in the standings. This was a statement heading into a winner-take-all showdown with Seattle for the #1 seed. Home field advantage. A path where every playoff game runs through Santa Clara. And when you hear the phrase Super Bowl in Santa Clara, it stops sounding like hype and starts sounding like destiny. Especially when you consider how this team has evolved since the start of the season. Early struggles, injuries, doubt. And now, they're peaking at exactly the right time. What makes it even more dangerous is how comfortable they are in chaos. You saw it when the Bears kept scoring. You saw it when the defense couldn't get stops. You saw it when Caleb Williams kept making plays. There was no panic, no visible frustration. just execution. That's championship DNA. That's the kind of team that doesn't need everything to go right to win. They just need the opportunity. And this is where Rex Ryan's point lands hardest. Because this isn't about style points. This is about sustainability. When you can win a game like this, when you can survive a shootout, absorb punches, and still close, that's when you become dangerous in January. That's when opponents start hoping someone else knocks you out first. The scary part for the rest of the league is that this team hasn't even hit its cleanest version yet. They're winning through chaos, not clarity. Imagine when things actually click. Imagine when the defense tightens up. Imagine when the timing sharpens. That's the version nobody wants to see. And it's not just the offense. The resilience matters. The confidence matters. The fact that Brock Purdy didn't blink in a game that could have spiraled matters. Because playoff football isn't clean. It's messy. It's loud. It's unforgiving. And the teams that survive are the ones that don't panic when everything breaks loose. This is why the conversation around the 49ers has shifted. It's no longer about whether they're talented. It's about whether anyone can actually stop them when they're playing like this. Because if this version of Brock Purdy shows up in January, the one who runs when he needs to, throws without fear, and keeps his composure while everything burns around him, then the rest of the league is in trouble. And that's the real takeaway from this game. Not the score, not the stats, not the highlights. It's the realization that the 49ers don't need perfect conditions to dominate anymore. They can win ugly. They can win loud. They can win when things fall apart. And that's when contenders become champions. So if you're still doubting whether this version of Brock Purdy can win a Super Bowl, you might want to start asking a different question. Who's actually equipped to stop him when it matters most?